Hey, what's up, everyone over at Montgomery Construction Roofing in Texas? My name is Krista, and you guys spoke with Will not too long ago. And so, as promised, here is a custom screencast video for your business. In this video, I'm going to go over 3 key things you can start doing today to bring in more business and also begin outranking your competition and ranking higher online. And so, if by the end of the video you like what you've seen and you like what you've heard and you feel like we can help you out, then please feel free to reach out to us. If not, that's totally fine as well. Still feel free to take these tips and begin implementing them on your own to see more business coming in through the door and begin outranking your competition. So let's go ahead and get started. In the video, I'm going to cover content, citations, and backlinks. And I'm going to explain a little bit more in detail what those are as we move along. Now, I've got your website pulled up here, and that'll just help you guys follow along with me. But content is everything on your front page. That includes the words, but it also includes the pictures and what the pictures are saved as. Now, Google, they like to see around 1,000 to 1,500 words of content on your front page, and that just allows plenty of space for you to let your potential clients know everything they would need to know about your business before deciding whether or not to hire you guys or a different roofing company for their roofing project. And so you want to make that amount of space, 1,000 to 1,500 words, is plenty of space also for something called keywords. Now, keywords and key terms are just the words that people use when going into Google and searching for your type of business. And so when you've got that amount of content on your front page, you can really double down on those keywords and optimize on them in a way that sets your website up almost as like a magnet that attracts and pulls those clients in versus you expending a ton of energy and money having to go out and get them. And so this is a way to do it organically. And I like to do a little bit of compare and contrast. I scanned the front of your website, and I also scanned the front of these guys' website, Ace Roofing Company, and I wanted to see where your content was in relation to them since they are ranking pretty high in the search engines. And so I can see that you guys currently have 515 words of content. I can see that Ace Roofing Company, they've got almost 3,000 words of content. And so honestly, Google, in my opinion, is less of a search engine and more of a popularity contest. The more the merrier, right? And so I would definitely encourage you to get your word count up higher. And like I said, really begin to optimize on some of those really good keywords and start pulling in a lot of that traffic, right? Second thing I want to talk about pretty briefly is something called citations. Now, I came into Google and I put in Roofing TX, which just stands for Roofing Texas. And right here we see the Google Map Pack. And underneath this Google Map Pack, and by the way, this just helps for Google as well as potential clients to locate you. But underneath this Google Map Pack, we see business listings, and that's what a citation is. It is your business listed in an online directory. And so Google is a directory, right? Of course, Yelp is a directory. Yellow Pages is a directory. And there are hundreds, if not thousands more directories online. Now, here's why that's important. The more citations you have, the higher up in the Google Map Pack you will appear. And this is highly important because these are the very first businesses that potential clients see. And so we normally use a tool for this called WhiteSpark when we're looking at citations. And so I can see exactly how many citations you guys have as opposed to your competition. And so we have a specific number that we would base that off of how many more citations you would need to get in order to beat out your competitors. But for the sake of time, I'm not going to dive deep into that tool as much as I would like to, but it is a tool that allows us to be really accurate and precise when measuring out exactly how many citations you would need to beat out your competitors. And it shows us all the details as far as like what specific citations, what specific directories your competition is in, how much Google trusts those directories, right? How much domain authority they have. So it goes really deep and gets kind of nerdy, honestly, but it's a very great tool, and yeah, it helps us out a whole lot. So third and final thing I want to talk about is something called backlinks. Now, A backlink is an authoritative website or platform. It can even be a blog, right, that is sending backlinks to your site, and they are sharing their authority with you in Google. And because they are sharing their authority with you, your authority is going up. Now, when I say authority, I just mean trust. So how much Google and other search engines trust them. And so I can see you guys currently have 17 referring domains giving you 94 backlinks. By the way, this is a tool we use called Ahrefs. There's several other different tools out there like it. There's one called Majestic, another one called SEMrush. They kind of show some of the same data. However, Ahrefs is as close to Google Analytics as possible, and so it is my favorite tool to use for the same reason that WhiteSpark is my favorite tool to use, because it allows for accuracy and precision. And we really, honestly, when we're measuring things like content and citations and backlinks, we really don't want to take shots in the dark, right? We want to have all the data laid out in front of us, and tools like this allows us to do that really well. So like I said, you guys currently have 17 referring domains giving you 94 backlinks, and you currently have a domain rating score on a scale of 1 to 100 of a 0.9, and a URL rating score on a scale of 1 to 100 of a 19. And so you are beginning to build a little bit of trust here on this side in Google, and even more trust on this side. But as you get more backlinks and more referring domains, your trust in Google will begin to go up. And I kind of want to show you a little bit of what that looks like, because currently Ace Roofing Company, they've got 640 referring domains giving them over 7,000 backlinks. And so they are beginning to build quite an amount of trust with Google, which is what we want, right? But like I said, this kind of gives us a roadmap that we can follow to say, okay, in order to outrank these guys, this is what we would need to do. And if you've got a roadmap in front of you, it makes it that much easier, right? Well, guys, thank you so much for your time. I hope this information has been insightful and helpful for you, and we look forward to talking to you soon.